All right. Well, we should be live. Let me just get a few things on my screen here. And we'll get started with tonight's Bloody Appalachia. Let's see. We're down one player tonight. Richard might show up, but maybe not. But we're going to go ahead and play the main game. This is not going to be one of these dream sequence ones tonight. So we're going to pick up where we left off last time when we had everyone playing. Okay, let me just a little bit more. I swear, 3 monitors and I still don't have enough room. Spoiled, I tells you. All right, so back to some Bloody Appalachia, back to the main storyline. Tonight we've got Jameis. Who are you playing tonight, Jameis?
Who am I playing? It's a good question. Who is he I was playing? Nigel Troyer, I think is the guy. He's the filmmaker. There's a camera. There's an attempt to put other people on screen, but since I only just recently bought performance, we might have to get something decent for a change.
It's because you had a face that wasn't a face. That's how it goes. So, Dion, tell us who this faceless face is.
I actually now do have a face because I took performance as a skill when we leveled up. So, there. But I am playing Fake News, who is the final girl.
I like to think of it as like you finally decided to stop snarling at the screen every time you're on it and just started smiling instead. Like that's the one difference that you've made.
I just had resting bitch face forever.
Now it looks more like a smirk. So yeah. And Bill, who you got tonight?
Well, I've got Chad Blutarski. You may know my older brother, who is pictured behind me, allegedly. And I am a college student slash alcoholic.
I think that's an oxymoron.
No, it's redundant.
Yeah,
That's true.
that'd be like living in the Sierra Madre Mountains.
All right. So in the last game, you guys had, I think, somewhat reluctantly gone back out to the cabins, looking for the sheriff, who's a little overdue back in town. Going out with the deputy, taking his nice trailblazer up there. He's checking out the scene. You guys have already procured a cabin for yourselves up there, but you thought you would go out and look at some of the last places that the sheriff went because you found a nice map in his Jeep. That had several places marked off. You ran into some fellas that were fishing in the stream who said they had seen the sheriff. Just you're going on the wrong direction because someone failed at navigation, and you found you were on the wrong bank. Once this was pointed out, you guys got back on the trail and you found an old bridge, old covered bridge, very spooky, which made for a perfect camera shot. And well, I think fake news heard a voice while crossing, and since fake now carries around some alcohol to leave in case you need to appease anything, that it worked out this time too. Not only did you cross without any problems, you were given something of a blessing by whatever creature was beneath the bridge.
It was a bridge troll, he even said.
Yeah. And that didn't quite happen to Lon Troyer. He just suffered an episode, sudden blood sugar crashing, almost passing out, and then ravenously hungry with images of just taking just chunks of flesh out of fake for no reason.
And a disturbing lack of bacon.
Yeah, but as it does for most Americans, drinking a beer just sets you just right. You're fine. That's the magic cure in America. Put a beer on it. Fixes everything. Yeah. Right. So you follow the trail as you pick it up again, and you enter a kind of a Somewhat disturbing, but not really spooky. Just sound got muted, temperature kind of changes a little bit. Everything got very loamy, very green smelling. That smell, that's combination of growing green things and a little bit of death because of rich soil as well. Um, so you all follow these prints into this to this grove of trees, and everything is still and silent around you. It's just like suddenly you're very aware of the fact that you don't hear cicadas, you don't hear bird songs. The sun above you is a little bit overcast, and there's a fine mist on the ground, just kind of roiling around your feet and ankles. It's not obscuring, and just the whole tone of the campgrounds have changed by just taking a few steps into these dark woods.
Are there any sounds outside?
It is completely quiet.
Hmm.
Hmm.
When
Well,
you speak, actually, it's almost jarring in the silence that's around you. You also notice that someone didn't follow you in.
Professor?
Yeah, you asked that. Your voice, though spoken, normal cadence, maybe even as a whisper, comes out very loud and echoey.
Hmm.
Not there, though. As a matter of fact, when you turn around to look behind you to see if he was just a step or two behind, you don't see the river.
Oh. Oh boy. Okay.
Does
Well,
everything else look as it did?
No, that's just it. This whole place feels and looks very different from the wood, like the sun shining campground that you were just in a moment ago.
Hear the bubbling of the spring.
Yes.
Yeah. So these machetes that I have, they're cold iron.
They're iron, yes.
Okay, cool.
Cold iron is kind of a misnomer. There's no such thing.
Yeah, it's just older iron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna kind of re-ascertain my grip on them
Sure.
and just kind of keep myself at the ready and kind of like looking around and try to be perceptive, you
Give
know.
me a spot check.
All right, I got a +2 to that. +3 because I'm next to Lars actually.
Well,
So.
spot is
That's
not a skill. So
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. Okay. Oh, I already rolled d20. I got a 10.
okay. Good enough to notice that you look around, your eyesight kind of goes over the tops of the trees a little bit so that you're catching a little bit of um, the sky above you, and you notice, hey, there's no signs of like smokestacks or chimneys either. There should
Hmm.
be. Because there were plenty of cabins back there that all had their chimneys going since you were in winter. It's also really warm in here. There was a temperature change as well, but no sign of anything else in here other than you. You don't see even small animals in the tree line. You don't hear insects. You don't hear bird call.
Was there like a cabin ahead of us or something?
No, you
There
were just
wasn't
following
like
it.
a.
You just followed his boot prints into the wood.
Okay, are those still here?
No, they're not.
All right. Um.
Uh, Sheriff, what was his name? Sheriff.
The sheriff.
The sheriff.
Or deputy.
All
Or
right, again,
anybody.
your voices come out kind of rather loud and echoey. The echoey part is kind of odd considering you're in the outdoors with nothing really to echo off of.
Yeah. Um. Hmm.
To Okay, well, if I did to my camera before, I'm going to just take my camera, and basically try to retrace my steps to see if I end up back out of the.
All right. You notice that your camera is not rolling. And you turn around to retrace your steps, and again, you should be within eyesight of the river, but you are not.
Mhm.
You don't see the river. You
I'm
walk a
going
few
to try and,
steps in that
yeah.
direction, and you still don't see the river. It's just more wood ahead of you. I can't. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Bill
Not
or
Bill, Jameis.
Oh.
oh,
No, I
There we
wasn't
go.
saying anything.
Okay. Yeah. So like, you check your camera over, the button's depressed, but nothing's moving. You look at the light to see if your battery is low or not, and the light
Mhm.
that shows your battery isn't working.
Oh, it'll take a minute to check over the camera to see if I can get things.
Yeah.
Can I do a knowledge paranormal
Yeah, you
about
can.
like?
While you're doing that, if you want to give me some kind of repair test there, Jameis.
Yep. I roll a d20 and. Oh, I don't think no matter what I add, which is just going to be, nothing. I'm
The
not
best you
nothing
can
so
tell
far.
is maybe the battery just died when you weren't looking. You could have sworn that
Hmm.
there was plenty of juice left, though, and you did bring backup batteries. But you slot a few of those in, and nothing works. No lights come on. Nothing.
I got a 17.
Okay. Uh,
Aren't you special?
so yeah, so popular. I guess books that you've read would talk about like these liminal spaces. There's some conjecture that people go missing in the woods because they wander into these things, almost like gateways that can take you who knows where. Maybe it's back in time, maybe to another place. I mean, you don't know that that's what's happening, but that's just what comes to mind.
Hmm. We might be in like a liminal space of sorts. So the best option
What
is
was your total?
17 total, because
Okay.
3 with my
So
knowledge paranormal and +1 from him.
sure. I'll give you something else then. In a lot of the literature, it is a bad thing to consume, eat, drink anything in these spaces if you want to get back.
Okay.
Like if you take some of the space into yourself, it makes
Okay.
it harder to get back home.
I tell everybody that. I'm like, don't eat or drink anything here until we're back. Until we find
Okay.
like the river and everything.
I was cut to Chad eating a twig or something. Oh.
Yeah, you can't put anything in your body from this area. This seems to be like I've read about these in some of my magazines. Like we've been dealing with a lot of Fey-like things. This is a very common issue with that. I'm just gonna. Is anybody here that would like to speak to us?
Okay. That echoes out. There is no reply, but you do start to hear in the distance ahead of you the ring of what sounds like metal on metal, a
Oh,
clanging.
it's a ring of a telephone. What? That'd be pretty weird, though.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the sound.
Okay, so you're gonna walk deeper into the wood.
Oh, crap. My computer is crashing, so I may need to reset it.
Okay. Yeah, no use just standing here
And
and
just
waiting to
like that,
die.
Von Troyer is never seen again as he walks into the elfin wood.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just what I'm pointing out is like you're gonna have to walk further in. Like even though you turned around to look at the space that you were and you didn't see like an exit or anything,
Mm,
if you walk further in, you're not sure you can find this particular spot again unless you do something to mark it.
Well, I have my 7 small knives. So is there like a stump or something?
No, this is like an untouched wood, and you're kind of in a clearing. I mean, you could just stick it in the ground here.
Yeah, I'll leave a knife in the ground. I'll try not to disturb anything as much as possible,
Okay.
but I'll like leave like
So,
or
question:
actually no. Is there like vines or
there's like creeper vines, the vines that grow up the sides of trees,
hmm
but there's not like an undergrowth at all. You're kind of in a clearing right now.
yeah. I don't want to disturb anything here.
I was going to ask, these 7 knives that you have, where did you get them?
I started with them.
Right, so they're modern knives.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna help me if I run into anything, but it's like a breadcrumb trail. I'll put it in like the middle of the field, pointing towards where we appeared from.
Oh, smart. Okay. Okay.
That's one of them. Okay, and I'll just go the way we were facing when we appeared here, so away from the point of that knife.
Sure. And how about yourself, Bill? What are you doing?
I'm gonna take a swig from my flask.
Okay.
I don't think I have any weapons on me.
You take a swig from your flask, and it's strong, it's smooth, it tastes 100 times better than you remember it being. It's like the flavor is magnified.
Hey, it's okay if we drink something we brought, right?
Yes, just
Okay.
as long as you don't drink anything not on our persons when we came here, I think.
No, okay. I'm good then.
I mean, I can't say that I've met
Michael,
anybody
the other
that's
people to
made
thank
it
you?
out of one of these, so.
Well, I guess we'll see, huh?
Hmm.
I think you're back, Jameis.
Yeah, but Dion is he's a frozen.
You're a little frozen for us, but we can hear you fine, so that's all right. Your video will catch up, or you can stop it if you need to.
Yeah. No, I'm Dion. Dion for me is frozen completely.
Oh yeah,
No, I'm
that's
right
you.
here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reload.
All right. Sorry, Bill. What were you saying?
No, that was it. I was just like, I'm good. I
Okay.
brought
Yeah.
I I don't think I have any weapons on me.
Are you trained in melee weapons?
No, I mean, I can mess stuff up real good, but
I give you one of my machetes because I had two.
Now, so yeah, some of you grabbed gear out of the back of the deputy's car that had like the unusual assortment of weaponry.
oh wait, I have a taser.
Well, I thought somebody grabbed one of the crossbows, but I wasn't sure.
I
So
didn't.
was that not you?
Oh no, I've got brass knuckles and a taser.
Okay.
It might have been Professor that grabbed the other crossbow.
Yeah.
Could have been. I don't think I grabbed anything.
Okay.
I just grabbed the machetes.
Okay. You head off on the sound of clashing metal, and you come to a pitched battle that is playing out before you. There are 5 very tall, maybe 6.5, 7 foot tall, very wide, green skin. Arms are unusually long, short, stumpy legs, having like very large, broad axe head on like almost like a gnarled tree root that's being used as a haft. There's 5 of them attacking 2 slender males with very long hair, wearing some kind of like a chain armor, shield, swords. One of them is badly wounded. is fighting with a limp. One of his legs looks like it was injured. The mail is kind of chinked and cut on that hip. They're very much getting the bad end of this engagement that's going on.
Mm.
All right. Have a machete.
Mhm.
Are they both armed? Those two that are fighting?
Yes, they've got shields and swords.
Okay. And there's 5 of the big dudes versus 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Guys, I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to help them.
Which ones? The big guys?
No, the 2. It's 5 versus 2.
They may have fought on themselves. We don't know.
Oh. So I'm gonna. Are they all pretty preoccupied and not noticing us?
They're very engaged in the battle. Nobody's paying any attention to you.
Okay, is there one that's like furthest away from the others that I could sneak up on first?
No, you're in a field, like an open area. You're really not
Mm.
going to be sneaking up on anyone. Yeah, and it's all like a very close melee going on.
All right, I have an idea. I pull out my gun and I shoot a bullet into the sky.
You pull out your gun and you pull the trigger. The hammer claps down, but nothing happens.
Oh fuck. Okay, I put the gun away. All right, new plan. And I grab the machete back from Blute for a second, Blutarski, and I start clanging my swords together to kind of make a ruckus to try and distract them.
Okay. One of the brutes do look at you, just gives you a little nod. The 2 tall but slender men don't respond at all. Of course, they're hard pressed, just trying to keep themselves alive right now.
Okay, so the big guys aren't seeming violent towards us. That's. Oh, now I'm confused.
In your confusion, one of the big guys comes down, double-bladed axe right into the shoulder of one of the slender ones, and he goes down. Alive or dead, you're not sure, but goes down.
Hmm.
Well, the other thing is resolving itself. I'm sort of just standing there going, what the hell's going on? Because we've changed dimensions, my stuff's not working, and we've got this fight happening apparently.
Okay. What are you doing?
What do you guys think?
I mean, if they're not messing with us, then why don't we just leave them alone?
Yeah, I suppose. To see if maybe they'll leave the 2 alone after they down them and see if we
Okay,
can save
so
them.
you talk as another axe comes down and removes the
Mm-hmm.
head of the last standing slender person.
All right, yeah, there we go.
And with that, the other 4 dismember the one that went down earlier.
Oh, okay.
You watch the bloody scene as they decapitate and dismember the 2 slender, fair men that were in the armor and the weapons. You notice that they're very careful to kick the heads and the limbs away from each other. And then one of them yells out to you, "Humans! You here for Sheriff?"
Yes?
Yes?
They point down at the 2 that they're still finishing off on the ground here. They took him.
Oh.
Oh.
Where?
One of them kind of just points off into the distance. And as he says that, mist clears a little bit and you see like there's a fortress in the distance. Slender towers pushing towards the sky. Not a
Okay.
castle. You know, you're into things medieval and into the occult and such. You would see it's more of a keep than a castle, like a small military fortress.
So we're
Okay.
in a keep, and we're on, say, we might call it Borderlands.
Right. I put another marker down to point to my first dagger. And then I'm like, you think he's still alive?
I don't know. He crossover time very funny. He crossover. Hmm, don't know. Don't know how changes on your side. He be here week.
It's been
Week.
only a day for us, I
Mm.
think.
He come to trade. He got cut, and he. You notice that they're burying the limbs like separated and very far apart. Normally we burn, but this is bad place to start fire.
Yeah, no, not a good idea.
Mm.
Um,
I am, and he kind of hit his breastbone. I am Harumph, friend to sheriff.
I am fake news. I am a traveler.
Mm. Fake news.
Mhm.
Are you a bard? Do you have a silver tongue?
No, I have an iron machete.
Iron good. Fire
Yeah,
better. Iron good.
fire.
And he kind
Okay.
of shakes his axe at you, and you notice like it's kind of, it's not very ornate. It looks like somebody just took a big slab of iron and just sharpened two ends and shoved a stick down the middle. He's like,
I like
iron
your
good.
axe. It's a nice axe.
Mm. Good at killing fairies.
Hmm. Lutarski, do you have a lighter?
No flame.
I'm not. No, no, no. Don't worry. I'm not gonna light anything yet.
I'll hand you one of my lighters.
All right, I'm gonna pocket that because I have pepper spray.
You friends of sheriff?
We are looking to bring him back. The
Oh,
deputy is with us somewhere.
Sheriff come to speak to our scald. Our lore man. We friend the sheriff. Harumph is. He pulls out a plastic badge.
Give
Harumph
him
is deputized.
nice. I give him a thumbs up and a nod. Yeah. Like, all right, we're gonna go to Fortress. Do you want to come with and kill more of those motherfuckers?
We just helping sheriff. These like to cross over to your world and cause much trouble.
Hmm.
It's
What
not
can we-
good. It brings trouble here.
Would
Don't like it.
wouldn't helping the sheriff help you help the sheriff?
Oh, we help. We help.
Mm. Hell yeah.
Fortress is guarded by many. They have sticks that shoot from far away. Dangerous to go
Mm,
in the front.
okay. We follow you?
I know a back way.
Hmm. Is there a sewer?
No, don't they just say they know a back
He
way?
looks confused. One of
Or
them kind of whispers to him, "The hole that you poop in."
Yeah.
Oh, no. The fairy don't poop. No sewer.
Hmm. So no back way in.
Don't know a back way in. Maybe a back way in.
Hmm.
Never had to go to the fairy castle before. They keep you humans there for entertainment.
Is that where everybody disappears to?
I don't know, but they entertained frequently.
Oh. All right. Can I ask you a question about a spirit of the forest I have met?
Can you?
May I?
Yes.
I describe the one I made a pact with. The big horned.
Oh, yes. He is of the dark court Unsili. Yes, he is both mortal and immortal like us. He crosses boundaries. His mother was cow
Huh.
on your side, satyr on ours.
Oh. Okay.
He
Is
crosses back and forth easily. He does not cause friction, does not cause problems when he crosses.
he here?
I don't know.
Do you know if there's a way that I can call to him for help?
Don't know.
Okay. Worth a shot. I don't know. He's a local.
Is being of peculiarities, not always in right mind.
Aren't we all? All right.
You do not look like sheriffs. Sheriff is a killer. He's good in battle. Proven. You look like Water Boy.
Exactly. Yes, we're the B team. He's the A team. You know.
Mama said.
Madonna obrigada. All right, are we gonna go to the fortress? I mean, the sheriff might be the only guy that knows how to get out of here.
To diminish you, only saying that this will be hard fight. You do not look like you're used to hard fight.
Right.
Your friends have no weapons.
Yeah.
And he kind of points at the ground. Sword, shield, you know these things.
You guys comfortable grabbing their swords and shields?
Hell yeah!
All right, those are yours. I'll take my 2 machetes.
Okay. Bill, you picked them up. They are really light. They are not made of metal. At least they don't really seem like it. They're lighter than aluminum.
Wow.
I've always wanted to fuck around with a sword, so I'm gonna, dance around and wave it and stuff and sort of have practice.
What about their armor?
Do you have a skill in combat with melee weapons?
Not at all.
Then you look like a 5-year-old waving around a stick. Yeah.
There's unarmed weapon skill.
That would be unarmed.
You can beat him with a shield. Right? Bonk.
Well, anyone can use any skill. It just, if you don't have points in it, you just look silly.
Yeah. Can we take the armor off them and give?
The armor's pretty much gone.
Okay.
It's very like if you go down and like they've removed it from the body because they're carving the body up and throwing the pieces in different places. But it's really ragged. Like there are big chops through the links. And again, it's incredibly light. Like you would think that it was made out of like aluminum, but it's like even lighter than that.
Oh, I have a shovel.
And actually, you're probably the only one that could wear them because these were very slender people.
Oh.
You could put one on. It would help somewhat. It's better than nothing.
I'll put one on.
You drop it over yourself.
You've got combat training?
I do.
Yeah.
Martial arts.
Yeah, no, combat training is a different skill to
Oh.
So combat training makes it so that you are familiar with certain weapon types. When you're not familiar with them, you're at penalty to use things you don't know how to
one
use.
rank of combat training means you're able to wear light armor and use light melee weapons.
Yep.
Fighting brawling is just you can punch and use
Yep.
improv weapons, but doesn't mean that you're a skilled fighter with anything.
No, I don't have brawling. I have martial arts.
Okay, yeah. So
Uh,
martial arts
okay.
also gives you something similar.
Yeah, you can use light melee weapons and
yeah.
any martial arts weapons.
Yep.
Mhm.
So these would be considered a light weapon.
You can do a backflip.
Yes.
I can do a backflip, and I've done it because I
Yes.
was like, as I can do one, I want to do one.
Oh, you also gain a further +1 to armor class at level 5 and 9th.
Oh,
Mhm.
so I gained another armor class without realizing that.
Where are you
'cause we
guys
hit
at
level
5?
5,
now?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you made that's fine. So you already got to start with plus. Oh, you can also, if you don't attack that round, you can add +2 to your armor class for that round.
Yep.
Yeah, you're basically
Yeah.
taking a
Cool.
full defense sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm
But
a
yeah, there is no combats other than
Yeah.
those skills. Range
Those those things
That's
are
it.
what I call permission skills. It allows you to do things without penalty.
Hell yeah. Alright, so the light swords are light weapons. So then I give you guys the machetes then.
It's not like I'm going to be able to use this any better than I can anything else.
Yeah.
Am I able to strap the camera to my back or something so I'm not bogged down with trying to carry it?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I'm just really sad that I can't get my camera working. This would be a great place to film.
So what armor class do I gain for putting on this chain mail thing?
2 better.
2 more? Oh.
It would have been more than that, but it's got gaping holes in it.
Yeah, that's fair. That puts my AC is very high now. All right. You guys can carry the shields for more protection for yourselves.
Hide behind.
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing that.
So yeah, you guys can have one of my iron machetes each and the shields, and I'm gonna take the aluminum-ish blade things because I'm actually able to use those.
I'm gonna try to affix the machete to my belt, and I've got this sword that I'm convinced I'm gonna kick ass with.
Just keep telling yourself that. Yep.
All right. So, do you think we should just do you guys want to cause some trouble at the gates and maybe we'll try to sneak in?
They have these sticks that can hit us from distance.
Yeah, I'll tell them I want to join.
I don't think that'll work out. You're human. They apparently capture humans and entertain themselves with them.
You can make yourself sacrifice to their sport. They will take you.
What's their sport?
Different things. You entertain them. If you know entertain them, they find some way to make you entertaining.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't either.
What say we just go and have a look at this place before we do too much else? There may be something obvious.
Yeah.
There may be a big boulder perched precariously up on a hill above them that we can just sort of knock and roll into.
Yeah.
We make mark. You can go to mark, and they not hit you with sticks.
Out of range. Okay.
We take you to mark. You get good look. And they finish burying all the body parts. Okay. They look each other over. Some of them have injuries. They just rub a really foul-smelling salve on, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we go."
I have an advanced first aid kit. Can I help any of them?
They seem to be fine.
Okay.
Very robust. And off they go at a fairly good clip. Let me have all you guys make a con roll because none of you are. Well, no, I take this back. Fake, you don't need to make this because you've said that you get up and run every morning.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Oh, we are actually going with them, are we? Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna take us to the mark, which is before we can get shot.
Ooh, you want to roll under?
Yeah, roll under.
Yep, no, I'm good. 2 out of 9.
All right. We're just supposed to roll
Just
D20.
roll your con only.
con.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with skill. It's just keeping up with them.
Yep, I've got a 12.
Yeah, you're both fine. I mean, you two are maybe a little winded. Fake, not so much because you're used to going for jogs. And they keep a pretty brutal pace, but it's not for very long. And you get close enough to see. It is like a keep. Fake again. You're the one that's more used to these sorts of things. There's 4 towers and a middle area. The middle area is probably a courtyard. You see like a gate in the front. There is something of a moat and a drawbridge, but there's not water in the moat that you can see from where you are. There does appear to be people in the towers, though, and you see that they've got crossbows. And there's what looks like siege weaponry on the very top of the towers, like an arbalist, but no one's manning them currently. Or arbalast. Not sure how that's pronounced. Yeah. And they definitely see your party, the ones that have the crossbows, but they also apparently know what their range is because they're not firing. Here, close as you can get without being stuck with sharp sticks. That hurts a lot.
Do we? I mean, there's one way to get in is we give ourselves up to them and then see if we can break out, but that's risky. Otherwise, we could try and go around and find a back way in, maybe, but these guys are pretty sure there isn't one.
They just said they didn't know there was one or not. They didn't say they were sure there wasn't. They just don't know.
Okay. So we could look for a back way in, maybe, real quick.
You can maybe trade if you have something they want. They maybe trade you for sheriff.
What do they want?
They are partial to snack foods.
I look-
Hostess, Little Debbie,
I look at Blue.
words of power.
Blutarski, do you have any snack cakes in your bag? In your pocket?
Good question.
I mean, I have some edibles.
You have some edibles, you say.
I'm saving them for us for later, but if you think it would help.
What kind of edibles are they?
All brownies, you know, the usual.
Can I can I have those? Can we try and trade some brownies for the sheriff?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna I take the brownies and I hold it up in the air so they can see. Like I'm like holding up the brownies. And like, we have delicious snacks from the other side and would give you all of these that we are carrying in exchange for a trade. We wish to trade these for somebody.
Okay. There's no response if you're wanting that. What do you want to do?
There's no response. So I'm like, we would like the sheriff and we will give you delicious magical brownies from beyond.
The drawbridge lowers, but that's the only response.
I kind of see it lower. I look up. Are we allowed to proceed without getting shot?
Give me a spot roll.
I
You're not
think a spot roll.
incredibly close. Anybody that's watching or
Okay.
looking for a sign can give me a spot check.
It's a
Spot.
14.
17.
Oh wow.
You're pretty sure that one of the people manning the crossbow on the towers did give you a nod.
Okay.
Pretty
Okay.
sure. Pretty sure.
I think they're indicating a yes.
I look to the big troll dudes. I'm like, thank you. You guys chill here. We'll hopefully be back with the sheriff. Yeah. Wish us luck. Like, still holding the brownies up. Like, just showing I mean no harm. You know.
You get close. There is a tall, slender figures again, much like the two that just got decapitated and taken apart. They've got crossbows trained on you, but you get up to the edge, and again, I said there's a moat, but there's not water in it. But there are things in it. It's filled with things that slither, crawl.
I don't like that. Don't want to go in that. Good thing we didn't decide to try and go up the sewer.
What is it with you and sewers?
It's a back way in. I don't know.
Okay. You get to the drawbridge, and one of the armed and armored figures, instead of a sword, he's got a spear and a shield, and he's got a conical helmet on. He comes forward and says, "Drop all things of iron before you enter."
I kind of am holding one of their swords. I'm like, is this iron?
No.
Okay. I found it, for the record.
Dropped once.
Yeah. I don't know what's made of iron that I've got.
Anything
Um,
modern wouldn't be. It'd be steel.
Yeah, I don't,
Troy has no idea what he's got on him that's iron. Even like if you gave him a machete or a shield or something, no idea.
oh, the machete is iron.
Yeah, I'll drop the machete. I'll drop mine. I think that's the only thing
I
I've
think
got.
with machete we just sort of stick it into the ground, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to do much against people with spears and crossbows anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, he seems satisfied enough as he kind of steps to the side, kind of slams a spear on the ground to make a noise to the people inside, and he says, "You have trade right." That's all he says.
That's a cool helmet that you have as I walk by.
It's very pointy, very tall.
Yeah, it's a really cool. It's a good combo with the helmet and the spear. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, you enter into
relations at this point.
into the courtyard, and there's kind of like this 3-step rise where there's like a platform, and on the platform there's these very again tall, lithe figures just sprawled across comfy looking pillows and carpets. It's all very it's very Romanesque up there. Trays of all kinds of fruits. But there's like one tray that has like Hostess and Little Debbie snacks on it. Very few of them though. There's several boxes of Pepsi and Coke cans about.
Oh, we still have a couple cans of beer too, don't we?
Each of you had one, and I think you used 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I might need another one.
Arranged around you, well, there is one young woman, late teens, maybe early 20s, and she's attempting to do like a juggling routine with flaming knives. She's not great. Some of them drop. and she gets cut by some of them. And apparently, it's this that is entertaining to the folks that are on the lounging about as they laugh and they clap every time she makes missteps and harms herself. Um,
Mm.
she looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where do we know her from?
Wait, 20s? Is she the other final girl that I got in a fight with?
No.
Okay.
But we've seen so many faces on posters, it could be any of them.
Yeah.
It is definitely not someone you recognize so much as the facial features are similar to someone you have
Like
seen and
she's a
talked to.
sister to somebody.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, there was a sister that went missing, but don't ask me that.
Mhm.
You don't see the sheriff anywhere though, but there are several other humans around. Some of them are dressed up like in crude jester uniforms. Some of them are dressed up in uh well, it's like someone looked at a Sears or a JC Penney magazine from several decades ago and decided to dress the people in this. So they've got like seersucker suits, or they're wearing corduroys and disco boots. Some of them are wearing suede.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're all, none of them are bound, but they all very much act like they are prisoners.
Um,
And you're definitely, so you're in the middle of the courtyard, and then there's 4 towers at the corners, and you're definitely there are people in those towers that crossbows aim down to the whole
yeah.
courtyard.
See, if I remember rightly, the correct etiquette thing to do at this point is Leroy Jenkins.
Um,
Do it.
this looks like a court, right?
Yes.
Everybody bow with respect. And I kind of just do like a little, you know.
No one actually acknowledges your presence at all, but when you do that, Fake, what's your charisma?
My charisma is a 14.
Ooh.
You're not nearly pretty enough. They just studiously ignore you.
Okay.
Uh,
And then once again, present the brownies a bit.
Oh, that brings attention.
Yeah.
Dormammu, we have come to bargain.
One of the servants, again of the Fey persuasion, hops off the area and brings a silver tray forward, and it says, "Oh, merchants from the other side! I see you bring the delicacies that we so crave."
Oh, I don't
The
know if you've had
sweets.
these. These are not any ordinary sweets. These are special sweets from the other side
Oh, special sweets, you
that
say?
humans use that simultaneously open their eyes while closing their eyes around them.
Oh, is it a poetry then? Are we trading some sort of questioning? That didn't make much sense to me at all.
This
But I am the royal sampler. If you could please, just a crumb, a very small morsel off your offering, that I might make sure it's not poisoned for the court.
my knowledge of stuff with giving and taking with Fae, with paranormal, what does a 20 tell me?
You giving doesn't make you beholden to anything. You accepting is usually the problem.
Okay. So I have the crumb,
Mhm.
and I pinch off like a good like corner piece of one of the brownies, the good stuff,
Uh-huh.
and I go, "You accept this gift from me to sample?"
Oh no, I cannot take a gift. No. I simply am testing for poisons.
I respect and understand your role. This is for you to do as your role of poison tester.
Of course. takes it into his hand. He looks at it very carefully, puts a monocle on, stares at it for a minute, puts it up his nose, and just sniffs it.
Poison tester, Jesus.
Pops it into his mouth, kind of swirls it around a bit, and says, "Yes, yes, it has the sweets. Oh, it has the chocolate. Oh, and there's something else. There's a little something. Oh, oh, you've got the awakened herb in here, I see. Oh, yes,
Yes.
yes, very good trade goods. What do you come for? Silver, gold,
The sheriff.
glamours?
The sheriff.
What is a sheriff? I don't.
The-
What is this?
The sheriff was a human that passed through here in your time about a week ago.
Oh, you want to trade for our guests? Oh, that is a mighty trade. I don't know if this single delicacy is enough for one of our guests.
How many
Don't
brownies
know.
did you have?
6.
No, I have 6.
6, you say?
Hmm.
Oh, let me see. Hmm.
And you get a
think-
good dose from like a quarter of a brownie. So really you get like 6 times 4.
Which one?
20.
Which one is it here? Which one is it here that you want?
Do I see the
You
sheriff?
don't see the sheriff here.
The one that we look for is not here in this
Oh.
room.
Well, then they're not a guest.
Do you have a prisoner?
Yes, we have prisoners.
I am looking for one that may call himself the Sheriff of Bloodworth.
Oh, yes. We have him.
We seek him.
To what ends?
We wish to take him back to continue doing his responsibilities back home.
Absolutely not. He is trying to close the way for us. And then how would we be entertained if he closes the way? No. If you
He's
were
not-
here to execute him as one of his enemies, we would enjoy the sport. We'd allow you to do it before us.
He's not trying to close the gate, he just maintains the balance of it.
No, he was just to close the gate. To keep our people from mingling with his.
Nuh-uh.
I have found many Fae on the other side. I do not believe that is true.
Yes, and we want even more to be on that side. You have such wonderful entertainers and such sweet meats.
Hmm.
We have such sights to show you.
What if we set
So all
up?
you got to do is pump them full of carbohydrates and high fructose corn syrup for like a generation, and they're doomed. They're done for.
Yeah, right. Is there a way that we could reconsider this?
Your sheriff is an enemy to us.
We can hold him at trial back at home for the wrongdoings he has done to you.
Oh, do you give law on your side?
We do have law on our side.
No.
a
Do
oh,
you give law
Yeah.
on your side?
I give what is called vigilante justice.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Hmm.
If he is a man of the law on our side and is doing wrong against law, then as somebody...
Well, he is here to be judged. If you wish to be his defender, you can act as such. And if you win the case, you take him. If you lose the case, you will join in his sentence.
What is his crime?
The closing of the bridge, the closing of the ways, the severing of the road of the sweets.
And such as a crime or an inconvenience?
It is a crime. You would deprive us of the sweets, of the entertainment,
What if we
and of
brought
the
you...
cable television.
What if we brought you more sweets?
Yeah, you can't do that if he closes the way.
Well,
Once it's closed,
we could
there's no more
dis-
trade.
we could discuss with him. If all you wish is sweets, we could make a discussion and talk about it. Can we
I
bring him
will-
here to talk?
I will plead your case for one brownie.
So you've seen cable TV, you've seen the shows on the television or the movies, you've seen action and crime and stuff like that. You've seen
Yes, we love Lucy.
Oh, Lucille Ball. Yes, Lucy's wonderful.
Have you seen, like, I'm trying to think what would be another one, Kung Fu Legend or Chuck Norris would be later. Yeah, Cagney and Lacey and Miami Vice would have just been coming out.
Yeah, it seems like it's
Yeah.
modern television that they're seeing.
Yeah. In which case, I might have an idea. But,
Okay.
But if you want to give him the brownie to have him go away so we can...
Do we want to give him one of them?
Yeah, we need to talk to the sheriff.
Yeah, I give him one. I accept your trade. And I give him one brownie.
You may go to the pens then, and you may communicate with the one that you will be being the spokesperson for. And he kind of points. And there's kind of like just an archway that goes into the back end of the keep, and where one of the back left tower is.
Okay. I thank you for your time and listening.
Yeah, and he takes like half of the brownie, devours it, and then capers up to and starts speaking to the people up on the lounging people up there. They seem to be in some kind of discussion. The performer that was doing the juggling ends with several cuts and burns on her hands and arms. And kind of mouths, "Help me." She goes and sits.
Yeah.
But unless we talk to the sheriff, I don't even think we can get out of here. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can go to the sheriff.
The ground floor of the tower is given up to like it is a dog kennel from modern dog kennel. It looks to be reinforced, very strong welds on it. There is an old style like heavy lock on the front. The sheriff and two other people are inside. The other two people are not human though. They're very short, very beardy, very wrinkled. And they seem to be playing a game where they're tossing stones into a cup in the middle of the floor. The sheriff is just sitting in the corner, just kind of staring out. And as he sees you come in, he looks up. You're not residents of Bloodworth, but well, you're from.
Give me another 2,000 on magic roll, I will be.
Give me spot rolls, all three of you.
All right.
You get to roll this, Dion, because Richard was playing you last session.
Okay.
Because
12.
Richard's character doesn't dream.
I rolled a net 20.
Oh, the cage has a kind of like a little plaque on it saying who it's made for, and it's the company name that was on the chopper.
Oh,
from your dream.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That was some German name.
Yep. Anybody that got a 15 or better kind of remembers that name from your dream too.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone wrote it down somewhere, but don't look at me. Yeah. Oh yeah, Valkenburg. It's in our chat.
Yeah.
It's in our chat history.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we came looking for you. The deputy's somewhere.
He hasn't crossed over, did he?
Not that I know of. We were following, I think, your tracks.
Good. What are you doing here?
Looking for you.
No, but what are you doing here?
We found your map in your
Looking for
Jeep,
you.
and we came to the last spot by studying your notes and crossed the threshold on accident. And
Oh,
then
okay.
some big dudes filled us in.
Okay.
Harumph!
So you didn't know about this.
Mm, not exactly.
Who are you?
Well, I am fake news. I'm the face of the new public access television show that is a working title. This is my cameraman, Lars, and this is our college intern, Mr. Blutarski.
Oh my God, you're civilians.
Yeah,
Ah.
I don't know if we're that civil anymore.
and right now we're probably your only chance of getting out of here. So, we need to either plead your case or make a trade negotiation with these Fae.
Or we could kill him.
There's a lot of them and not a lot of us.
But they've been seeing the various shows and that, so they know what a death looks like. So we just need to enact a filmic death, and then we take the body away. And I know how to make that look right.
Oh.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever. He pauses for a minute. You know,
You don't hang around with PCs very often, do you?
that might actually work.
Yeah, out of the box thinking, I know, but I'm a filmmaker. That's what I do.
So, technology doesn't work on this side, but they have kind of a beachhead in the old hotel in Bloodworth, and they've
Oh, we never
managed
got
to get someone to provide cable to one room there, and they do watch an awful lot of television.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got that.
Mhm. I have a gun that doesn't work.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but they know that technology doesn't work here.
If we used one of the crossbows and aimed it at a particular part of you where I set a blood pack up,
Do you have a blood pack?
I might be able to arrange something.
Okay.
I've got like chemistry and knowledge of stuff, so I might be able to
Yeah,
rig
so
something
you
up.
can MacGyver something up.
We have
Yeah.
a beer for liquid, and then we just got to make it red.
Yeah.
The problem is you just got to make sure that the bolt doesn't go through the blood pack into the actual sheriff.
So if we put the armor on under his clothing that I'm
Not a bad
wearing,
idea. Yeah.
Yep.
I give him
Yeah.
my chainmail.
There are no
Look like a
soldiers in
thin
here
thing.
watching what would happen, but the cage is also large enough and the lock looks daunting enough that it's unlikely anyone could get him out.
Yeah. Unless you want to try for the court bargaining side of things, but I don't know if we're that good at talking.
No.
I got a +1 persuasion. What's yours?
No.
Chad, have you got a +10 persuasion?
I do not.
I think that might have been Dunhill might have had a +1.
Mhm.
He had something like that.
You slide over the chainmail, which he quickly kind of starts putting on underneath his clothing.
I've got knowledge psychology.
That might not be a terrible thing to know how they're going to react to that, what we're about to do.
Except they're not human.
yeah.
So do they have the same psychology?
No. Probably
They
not.
seem to have
how
the
they
same
are.
craving for sweet things and commercialism like the rest of us.
Mm.
As you said, give them a generation of carbohydrates and fructose, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Egg, fetch me my slippers. Yeah, I do. Because as a filmmaker, my plan is to fake up a film death. They'll never see it coming because
Okay.
no one would be stupid enough to do it.
So as you're doing this, one of the small bearded guys say, "Bargain for us to get out of here too, or we'll let them know this is fake."
Well, that's the thing, Sheriff. Is there a way for us to set up like a trade with we send them a bunch of snacks?
They really don't like me. I doubt they'll let me get out of here intact.
Yeah, well, there's also all the other humans and stuff, but I don't know what we can do for them.
How do we get
Mm.
these guys out of here too?
Well, that's more difficult than it would seem.
That can only-
They're actually not bound here at all. They could leave anytime they want. They just got to convince them that they can.
They need to convince the Fae that they can leave?
No, they have to convince themselves that they can. They're bound here by their own vices and their own belief. If you
Nope.
notice, none of them are actually
Bound.
chained or caged or bound.
Right. I look at the guy and I'm like, you just need to tell yourself that these things happen, dude.
Oh no, we're in a cage. Notice,
Yeah.
we're in a cage.
Yeah, but like these things happen like all the time. Aren't we always like in a cage in the grand scheme of life in one way or another?
The other builder guy goes, "This person's a moron."
It's psychology. Blutarsky, explain this to them. Use your
Well,
psychology, mumbo jumbo. Like, really prove to them like that they're really holding themselves back. You know, they need to pick themselves up by the
The
bootstraps.
sheriff shakes his head like, "No, I don't think you understand. The ones out there are here because they chose to be here, and now they believe that they're stuck here because, well, they were led to believe it, but the Fae can't tell lies. So half truths, we'll say. So they believe they can't leave. You can try and convince them otherwise."
That would definitely be some sort of psychological thing. Do we duck up nothing?
Yeah.
But we're political prisoners. Me and my friends here.
Yep.
Well, what'd you guys do?
Oh, they also want the way closed because, well, this commerce between the two places is causing them problems.
Okay. All right. So,
I don't know if we can kill you as well. I don't have enough chainmail.
how many are in this cage with the sheriff?
Two with the sheriff.
Just two. How many crossbow bolts do you have?
I don't have any.
Oh, we don't have any.
We'd have to borrow their crossbow or use something else to shoot them with or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll get them to shoot and just sort of say, aim here for a good solid hit.
Are the two in the cage really close to the bars?
Are they very what? Sorry.
Close? Are they close to the bars?
No, they're kind of like in the middle of the cage as well.
I'm like, I just kind of am like, Well, do you guys have any ideas to get you out of here? I mean, what pissed them off with you guys, you two? I mean, what can you guys do to convince them? I mean, you can tell a half truth, right? You don't have to admit that you're gonna close the gate if you change your ways and leave. Hmm. Plus, this guy here, he's got some power behind him. You kind of need him more to ensure that other people don't end up over here too. You know? And Sheriff.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Sheriff, do you have an idea for this?
Look, I really don't. I don't know what they had planned for me, but I know they're going to not want to willingly let me go. You're going to have to trick them in some way for that to happen. Look, this is a problem that Bloodworth has. There was some kind of scientific experiment by a company out here 50 years ago or so. And it caused this breach. It's not in one place. It's all centered in the forest area, but it's not always in the same place. There's kind of a rhyme and a reason to it. It kind of changes with the seasons and the time of day. It's stable enough that they come and they entice people over, trick them into staying. And I'm here trying to talk to those that would really like to have the way closed to help me in closing it.
Right. Okay. So. Got any ideas, Lars? So these two don't snitch?
Brain is not doing a lot.
They just need to be released. They don't need to come to. They don't need to cross over. They just need to be released, which is a lot more forgivable than me going back home. It shouldn't be much more to bargain for their release.
Okay.
You think that we could do that with the brownies?
Likely.
Yeah.
We only have 5.
Ooh, wow. If we had 6 though, maybe it would have been guaranteed.
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
One of them harumphs and says, "We are a lot more dangerous to the status quo than 5 brownies."
Well, it's all we got.
Him, "Shut up!"
It's all we got, dude. That and a can of beer. You got a brighter idea?
That might put us over the top. 5 brownies and the beer might be enough to get these 2 out. We can try.
We will destroy the status quo because it's not very quo. Tone it down, man.
Who are you two? Where are you guys? Where are you from? How long have you been here?
We're natives. We're the oppressed minority.
In the Fey realm?
They're aware of punk bands from London, so.
It's only the shiny, bright nobles that lord us over all the rest of us, you see? Do we get the snack cakes? No, not a Twinkie, nay, not a cupcake to us. Forced to watch Happy Days and nothing more.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, man. Hey, Sheriff. I made a pact, I think, with a dark, unseelie force.
Keep going on about that.
Is there something I can do with that? Do you know?
He kind of looks at you, it's like, are you going to be a problem?
No, I don't want to be. But can that help us?
What force?
You know the guy that ripped apart the ambulance and then tore the tunnel?
He was gone by
I've been on vacation. That's happened.
Okay. Yeah, that was a thing. I explained what the guy looks like. The satyr fucked a cow, I guess, and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a minor deity. I mean, did he mark you? Did he claim you?
No?
I don't know. I mean, if he marked you, I mean, you could
Well,
bleed and summon him. That might work.
yeah.
I don't know. I really rather not make oaths to ancient gods because it's
Hmm.
a bad idea in general.
You know, it was a life or death situation, and these things happen.
Sometimes
No.
there's worse things than death. Really, there are.
Yeah. Well, you're in a cage. So,
Touche.
and I'm not. So,
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's a problem for
Okay.
another me. Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to try at least bargaining the brownies for those two guys, and we'll kill the sheriff, and then we might be able to talk to some people to get out, but otherwise we can't solve everything at once.
yeah, Blutarski can like give a riveting speech to
Yeah.
inspire the people. You just gotta prove to them that they have the power to leave all along.
You are a student. Maybe you've been taking a course on rhetoric.
All right.
All right.
Drugs are the way, man.
So we
Drugs are
want.
the answer. Drugs are the question. Yes is the answer.
So we want to try this.
Yeah. It's either that or we just stand around here sucking our thumbs the next
All right. So,
Yeah.
what's your plan? What's the deal you're wanting to cut? Let's see. Let's hear the plan as
We
you're going to
will.
present it.
We
That's
are
a
going.
very bold statement to call it a plan.
Yeah, we are going to make a public spectacle of the execution of the sheriff for the Fae before we take his body back to deal with him in our own realm as we do with our culture.
Mhm.
We are going to ask for the release of the other two in this cell with him. And then we are going to also just present
Maybe.
a riveting inspirational speech to the masses, which is secretly going to be to help the other people get out of here.
Oh, I see.
And I'm
Frankly, if we get out alive and able to get back to our own realm with or
All right.
without the
Okay.
sheriff,
So,
I think there's a bonus.
let's do the unfun
How
thing
many
of just
survival points can we spend at a go?
reducing it to a roll. Who's going to be the spokesperson to make the offer?
I think it's going to be Blutarski with the psychology.
Yeah.
Okay, so psychology only helps you in figuring out someone's motives.
I can put this. Well, the plan. We're not going to tell the elves about. We're going to rouse up the humans to get out of it. We're not doing that part of it. But if you want someone to present the idea of the trial and the brownies to that, I can try that because I have persuasion, so I've at least got a skill for it.
Okay.
All right, so you go back,
And I have performance, so I don't have something to boost it.
so
I get two persuasion plus 2.
you have bought the noble the Fae as your liaison. So with your brownie, you've bought his usefulness. So he presents you to the court and presents the case that you wish to bargain.
We wish to trade for the 2 dwarves. What the hell are they? Did we find out what they were?
Dwarves, yeah.
Dwarves. I thought so.
And you wish to bring the body of the sheriff back to his home after you publicly kill him, execute him.
Yep.
All right. Make the roll.
Okay, how many things? I can actually spend 2 points in total on this.
So this is the persuasion part?
This is the persuasion part.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I think I'm going to spend at least 1 point already because that's only a 9.
You can add a +1 to your survival roll because I'm within 60 feet of you.
Okay, well that
the
means
survival
I'm going to
roll. So that'll be the next roll here.
Yeah, I'm going to roll again
point.
because I do not think a 9 is going to be enough.
Right.
But I can spend up to 2 survival points on a roll. I'll take a dirty 20. I'll take a dirty 20. Thank you very much.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I'll just make a note on my survival points that I've spent 1. Okay, cool.
So the leader of the host thinks it over. says, "Well, for the delicacies, which our court seneschal says are quite tasty and have a delicious effect on the mind, you may have the dwarves. Do with them as you will.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
A public execution would be very sporting. Well, how would you like the execution to happen? We'd like to make it should be a sporting event, I think. Something entertaining.
Target practice.
Ooh, target.
Yeah, a nice big target on his chest, and that's what you aim for.
I see.
I will shoot him.
Oh, you will shoot him.
Yes.
Humans dealing with humans, your hands are free. Your hands are not to be blamed for this. If it's humans killing humans,
Okay.
it'll be just like one of the TV shows of the humans killing humans, because they do that all the time. You know that.
American Gladiator.
Okay.
So the head of the court kind of stands up. He claps his hands a little bit and says, "Court, I need lore on these humans. Do they regenerate like our own kin? Can they regrow themselves from limbs?" And there's some discussion in the background.
I'm pretty sure I saw one come back with a different mustache and a different role, but
No, Highness. We believe that the humans, once they have expired, cannot put themselves back together. Oh, this is true. What if they are brought back to their own soil? Can they be planted and regrown? Another talking in the background. No, Highness. We believe that when they are planted in their own home earth, they turn into worms, sir. Worms. Oh, how delightful. Well, it seems that you'll be ridding us of the problem with the sheriff, that he will not be able to close the ways, and we'll continue with our entertainments and our little snacks. We're running low on the Pepsi Cola.
Oh, that's a
Like
good
it.
one.
Very well. We will, of course, have the court to verify the death. But yes, let's make a spectacle of this. Everyone, gather around.
now, if you want, I'm going to try to sort of set it up so that they've got the right angle on it, so we sort of try and hide something.
Oh, yes, take your time. I understand.
Got to position it properly so everyone can see the right framing of how we want this to go down.
I whispered to one of the Fae nearby, "He's a professional. I picked him because his work was the best."
I can see that. He is an entertainer.
Yes, he's very good with the angles and the feng shui and.
It's a pity we don't have Dunhill with us to give some appropriate drug to the sheriff.
Does his ability to speak to the ghost and the departed help him?
Only under a full moon.
Ooh, very interesting. You humans have so many tricks about you.
Yes, they call them lunatics where we're from.
Oh, lunatics.
Yes.
I see. Well,
Sometimes
make this the most entertaining spectacle that you can.
Sometimes he just sits in his room and talks to himself all night.
Oh, I hear that the best entertainers do that.
Afterwards.
Madness and genius are so close. Yes, please take the time you need. Entertain us to the fullest of your abilities, and perhaps we will gift you.
Oh, being here is a gift in itself, I feel. Even
But of course,
symbolically.
being within our shining presence.
Yeah.
As will all of humanity within several generations.
Yes.
And then you'll be making the television shows for us.
Yes, instead of I Love Lucy, it'll be I Love Faye.
Okay, Blutarsky.
The working title. Working title.
Once we've killed the sheriff, you may need to step in and get a distraction going, because we don't want anyone to really get in and examine the body too closely. So that might be the time to speak.
So, Jameis, you need to go around and try and figure out blood packs. Now, there are all kinds of foods and snacks and things around you, so you've got some materials to work with.
Is there a Kool-Aid
And I
jammer?
think we're going to make this a roll on your directing skill.
Okay, my film.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're going to know
sweet.
what's going to look good for the camera.
Yeah, well, for the angle which they'll be positioned at.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately my camera's not working. Damn. Do you just want a straight roll then?
Yeah, just give me a roll to see if you this you got stuff to work with, so it's
Okay.
possible.
Wow.
Okay. I mean,
I'm
you've
gonna-
got stuff.
I'm going to have to blow
you're-
another survival point.
You can't fail the roll. Just the higher it is, the more believable it works.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a point anyway because that 2 suck. Let's see if I
Yeah,
can do this.
and that'll turn it to a +8.
Yep. There we go. I'm happy with a 15. I'll stick
Okay.
with a 15.
Sure. You find some jelly donuts that's got the right amount of like red raspberry, and you find some other things to make it a little bit more liquidy. Yeah. Okay, you think you got what you need. Who wants to direct the scene? Who wants to set up the actual spectacle where he's going to be executed? And let's have all of you make a roll. So Jameis, you have the blood pouch. You have the special effects. Good roll, 15. Let's have Blutarski set up the the scene of where the sheriff is going to be standing, where this is going to happen. Because I believe, Dion, you're going to be shooting the crossbow, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one trained in ranged weapons.
Yeah. Ooh, well, the thing is this going to be a ranged weapon or is this going to be a performance roll?
Well, no, you need the ranged weapons because you can miss and kill them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying performance would have been in a roll with advantage, but
So 15, good number so far. So Blutarski, you got any kind of skills and
you do have performance now.
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Have performance.
Yeah. So why don't you roll that?
Okay.
As you get, you're trying to find an angle where they're not going to be able to see him too clearly, that there won't be like a mass of people directly around him.
And you have advantage on your performance.
Yeah.
Because it counts as performing for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Which you'll need. Because I always need performance.
I'll just roll twice because I don't know how to
Yep.
do
Yeah. Push it twice and then the skill level goes up to this.
Okay. 215 so far. So they bring out the prisoner and they have him stand exactly where Blutarski wants him to stand. The court is all standing and watching. Everyone's quiet. Okay. Before the execution goes off, did you want to perform a speech, Blutarski, to try and shake off the chains, the mental chains from all the humans that are here?
Yep.
All right.
Yes,
you can just roll, but if you want to make a stab at what you're saying, I'll give you a bonus.
Ladies and gentlemen, creatures, goblins, ghouls, elves, dwarves, everyone, prepare to see justice be done.
You're trying to wake the humans up.
Let him get to it. Let him get to it.
Yeah.
Will not be above the laws here. We will take care of our own kind. Witness the execution of the sheriff. And then just make some big flourishing bow and direct the audience's focus back to what we want them to see back there.
Okay.
And I whisper in your ear, don't forget to try and convince the humans that they can actually leave whenever they want.
Well,
okay.
Point out, we are taking care of the sheriff. We'll also take care of the humans. Obviously, they should be belonging with us, and they can come with us with true justice.
Okay.
If they're caught up in their own heads that they are here because they should be, then they should be coming with us because they should be there.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll. You can use psychology on this one.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, and you can take it with advantage.
And you get a +1 due to Lars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I get to roll this twice then.
Yeah.
Yep. Up to you if
Oh,
you want to
there you
spend any survival points. Entirely up to you. Oh, I like the 18.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. You say your bit, and they scare up a drummer who starts the.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they give you a loaded crossbow.
Mhm. What's the tip of the crossbow?
It's made of that same material that their swords and their chain is. It's light but very strong and very sharp.
Okay. All right. Um.
I know what the sheriff should
You
sell
all
this.
do realize that crossbow bolts were kind of invented to get through chainmail, right? You just say it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying. Well, I was trying to think of a way that I could dull the tip.
Okay.
Well, it's actually
no,
going to put
actually-
like a backboard or something for them to hit against when they put the
Actually,
back on them.
you can easily do that just by bending the tip itself. Like it's strong, but it's not like inflexible. You can blunt the
Okay.
tip easy.
So then I'm gonna do that while doing like a martial arts kata while holding the crossbow. You know, kind of like just do like one of those things, and like while I'm doing all the motions and all that, just try and like bonk, you know, and like dent it pretty well secretly.
Okay.
And then I get ready. I take aim.
Hmm.
Shoot straight, you bastards!
All right, here's the shot to
Right.
aim for the blood pack.
Yep. So it is a called shot. Go ahead and roll.
You
Yeah.
get a +1. Well, let's see how many
So
survival
you're at
points. you can spend.
-2. It's a -3 for a called.
Okay, it's a -3 for called.
Yeah. So -2 because you get the +1.
Okay, and then I have 3 decks. So I get a +4 total
No.
but -3, so +1.
No,
Right?
no, that
+1 total to a d20 roll.
okay.
17 to hit the blood pack.
Okay. You hit it. Okay. Let me roll for the sheriff to see how well he performs his death throws.
Unfortunately, unless he has performance, he's not going to get much for bonus out of me.
Oh, he's got a performance bonus.
Oh, then he gets advantage.
You can
He's
roll
performing
survival
for
with
me.
advantage or not.
Okay, and you're rolling for advantage, so I'll roll another d20.
Yeah, if he's performing for me, he gets to roll with advantage if he's got performance.
Roll 20 is being really slow tonight. So the first roll, there he goes. So we'll take the
Ooh,
13.
Take the 15.
Yeah. So he looks
That
down
gave
in surprise as the blood bursts from his uniform just underneath the sheriff's star, and he drops like a lead weight. And,
I go
the
over.
court starts deliberating on the stand, and you're close enough where you can hear. They're like, "Is it dead?
I go over.
Where do the humans keep their hearts? In the left side, the right side, or in their pockets?"
I go to his body and I do the thing that all television show do to show when someone's dead, and I just lift his arm up and like drop it so it just. I go, behold, he no
So,
longer
So
controls.
the one that you paid with the brownie comes over, and he's kind of comes over with the cane, and he pokes the sheriff and says, "Tell me, are you deceased? Have you fled your mortal coil?"
If he
What
ain't
doesn't
dead,
he
he ain't happy.
answer?
It's because
We don't tend to. Have you ever seen someone dying on screen and then say stuff afterwards? In a play, in a Shakespeare
yes.
play, yeah, they do.
They generally come back the next episode. So why is he not saying?
no,
He's not a major character. He's a minor character.
not like as the world turns, as like,
Oh, like JR in Dallas.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Yes, my lord. He has deceased.
He's an ex-sheriff. He's gone to join the Far Invisible.
Everybody waits. And then the Lord just starts the slow clap. He's like, yes, we are entertained.
I bow.
Bow,
Do you
bow.
wish to execute anyone else this day? It was marvelous, marvelous. Why don't you kill your seneschal? Yes, I believe you should.
Kill who?
And
The
the one
the
that you
guy
bought is. Oh yes, that would be so pleasant. Execute me.
Chad,
Ah,
help me take the sheriff out of the way.
Alright?
If you want to kill him, go ahead, Flake.
oh. But to execute you, wow, that would take away from the beauty of the first execution. Such a thing should be savored individually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They should execute you tomorrow.
Oh. Oh, it's an encore. Will you be back tomorrow then?
You know,
Well, humans kill humans. Elves. If we killed elves, that would probably not look that good. So
right, I don't want to be racist.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
No,
that way
it's just-
lies
It
all
seems
sorts
like
of
a
unpleasantness.
letdown, Lord. What do you think? Oh, well, we would rather like to see you die today.
Well,
Are
you
you
don't
sure you won't reconsider?
you don't
Perhaps-
want people to think that humans can kill you, do you?
Oh, you can't really kill us. I mean, you
Like,
could
then-
execute him, but he'll come
then-
right back.
Oh. Execute. I misheard. I'm so sorry. And I stab him.
Okay.
I just with my sword.
Roll damage.
Yeah. What's the sword damage?
D8.
D8.
Yeah.
I do 6.
Okay. He looks down. He says, "Oh, marvelous, my lord! It hurts quite a lot.
And then I do the
I
whole
believe
like,
I am executed."
and then I do the theatrical twist, you know, and then I pull it out so it just splatters everything
look.
outwards in an arc.
I'm bleeding my own blood, and I believe these are my intestines. Pardon me. I believe I'm going to black out now.
I lean over. You have to fall over. To him.
Forward or backwards?
Whatever way you feel is best, but make
Sideways.
sure that you take as long as possible and scream.
Yeah, meanwhile, Chad and I
Applause! Applause!
It's a
He is
5 minute damage as he
natural.
finally slides over to the side. He's like, "Oh, wonderful!"
He is a natural, just like Lucy.
coming up like in that Buffy movie.
Vita Vita Vegemite.
He sneaks the other half of the brownie into his mouth as he's laying there playing dead.
Right.
Now
so
we shall take our sheriff and bury him where he will become worms back in Bloodworth.
Delicious, delicious. We'll see you again in a few years.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay,
Come along, humans. Come along, humans.
All
It's
right,
time
so
for us to
you
do
belong
the
to us
spectral
now.
burial.
Bill, you rolled a 15 on your persuasion. There are
Yeah.
6 of them here. Let's see how many of them believe they can leave. Only one of them believes that they cannot, and it is
Oh.
the sister.
I go to her real quick and I ask her if she would like to send a
Patch her up.
message to her sister.
Yeah, I can't leave. I can't leave. I died before I crossed over. If I cross over again, I'll be dead.
No, you're right here.
Oh,
But I died back there.
I don't think you did. You're right here. I
Nice.
touch her. I can touch you.
actually, I just see Fake going, all right, night time.
Do you have persuasion?
Yeah, do you have
I
persuasion?
have no.
Okay, just roll you with your charisma, but no
no
skills.
charisma.
So
I'm gonna do it with survival, so I do it with advantage.
okay,
17. Plus 1, so 18.
okay. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Would I lie to you?
Yes.
No, we have to tell the truth here.
No, they have to tell the truth here.
We all have to tell the truth here.
Really?
Yeah.
Would she like you about that?
You come on. Let's go. I take her by the hand. Come on.
Okay.
Let's go, Scoot.
All right. You guys take
Exit stage
sheriff
right.
and 7 missing, or there were 6.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there were
6.
6 total. 6 missing people back across. And as you cross, the sun hasn't gone much lower in the sky from when you left.
Oh, on my way out.
The
Make sure to
professor is fishing with a couple of kids and drinking beer with his ankles in the river.
before we go out, I just like right on the way out, a passing thing. Make sure to check out our public access cable television show when it comes out. I Love Faye. It's a working title.
Okay, so as you come out, everyone just like they just look at the sun. It's a little blinding because back in the Fay Area, it's everything was kind of like overcast and a little dull. So in this bright sunshine, they're kind of squinting and holding their eyes. The girl that you convinced comes out, takes a big breath, and says, "I'm, I'm alive. I'm alive." And then she looks down, and you watch as wounds erupt and blood starts seeping through her clothing.
First aid.
First aid.
I have an advanced first aid kit.
Okay.
And if we have one last beer, pour it down her throat.
Yeah.
It feels all. Look, if anything's going to convince her of the reality of the world, it's going to be something like
Wait,
beer.
they never took the fucking brownies. Can I stuff a
No,
brownie?
they
No,
took the
they-
brownies.
They took the
Aw,
brownies.
damn.
They took the brownies.
Okay.
We may have one beer left though to pour down.
All
her
right, so
throat.
you have first aid,
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
an
I've got
advanced first
first
aid
aid.
kit.
but do you have first aid?
I've got 2
Yes.
points in first
Okay.
I
aid.
have a plus
Somebody roll first
3.
aid.
I have a plus 3
And
to
while
it.
you're looking at
Okay,
it,
you do it. I'll support.
both of you, you're probably helping. I'll give you a help. +1 to help.
I'm gonna roll a survival on that.
Okay.
There we go. So
There we go.
17 and 18 with your +1.
Yep.
18?
18.
Yeah.
Okay. She's lost a lot of blood. She's unconscious, but she's alive. Now, what all of you notice is that she got wrecked by what was probably a chainsaw.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
All right, so she was in the woods that night. Okay.
Was she?
Well, the chainsaw guy that one night when we crashed our car, she might have been with them.
I've lost
Or a
track of
previous
who-
victim.
Yeah, I've lost track of who's done what at this point.
Mhm.
So you stop. Well, you don't stop the bleeding. You get it under control enough.
Yeah.
She's unconscious. She definitely needs to get to a hospital.
Sheriff,
Sheriff.
you're back down. Well, he's
Yep.
only faking anyway, so.
The sheriff goes and commandeers a raft from somebody that's very drunk, and you guys raft back to the cabins, where they call in an ambulance from there. And we'll wrap it up there tonight. But on the way back, he tells you, it's like, yeah, if you haven't noticed, that ability that they have doesn't change when they cross over. You have to decapacitate and quarter them and burn them is the best way to do it. If a large enough portion of them remain, they even regrow from that like worms do.
Oh, wow.
Damn hard to kill. And it was why I'm trying to close down the way. They have a thing for our culture, our food, our television. It's entertaining. They're all but immortal, but they have no real imaginations. So their lives are very the same, and they crave new things. We're very attractive to them because of that. So that's why the way has to be closed. Can you imagine them here?
Well, they're already here.
Well, their soldiers are here,
Hmm.
but that's bad enough.
These things happen.
Oh, he kind of laughs. It's like, welcome to the real Bloodworth.
Yeah.
And he takes one of the beers out of your pocket.
The last beer.
Yeah, the last beer. Yeah. So we'll end the scene there with you guys now kind of like on the end with the sheriff. You can start asking some real questions and maybe getting some real answers about
That's
things.
the last thing we want.
Yeah. There we go. Kind of a silly one, but yeah.
I think it was great.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm holy shit. We're not dead.
Yeah.
So you guys are level 5 now.
Mhm.
This is going to be like going into our ending arc here. So Dion, you have one more before you're gone for a month, or is this the last one
Yeah.
before you're gone for a month?
One more.
One more.
One
Okay.
more
I'm
Friday.
not
Okay.
here next week though, so
Okay.
that's
Right. Yep.
Dion's last one. So if
We
you
will do
guys want to
something
go ahead,
else in that time,
yep.
but when you get back, we will start the closing story arc for this. We'll see where
Okay.
it goes.
Unless you want to go ahead without me. Hold on.
Oh, we'll see. We'll play something.
Yeah.
I got some things. We can do another flashback sort of thing. There are things we can do. But Jameis, tell us about your blog.
Got a blog. Recently, what did I talk about? Oh, yeah. There was a great documentary from the 2000s. Yeah, I'm on the cutting edge of film, baby.
Mm-hmm. Dion, what do you got going on?
Muted.
That was a test. You passed. When I'm not playing TTRPGs with my super cool, awesome friends, that's you guys, you can find me at my channel, Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs and do a lot of GTA 5 roleplay. I'm near the end of the HD remaster of Suikoden 2. It's been very fun. Yeah, I'm actually finally able to see the Clive and Elsa events, which if you know, you know. If you don't, well, play the game, find out. And in Evergreen, the GTA 5 server I play in, Fran is going to be hosting the DOJ Fight Night. Have you ever wanted to punch a judge or a lawyer in the face because of what they did to you? You're going to get to in that event. So check it out Sunday night.
Nice.
That sounds fun. Bill, you got anything?
Not yet. Probably sometime in May we're gonna start Ravenathic over on Frog God Organized Play, and I'm gonna use the new Necromancer game to run that.
Nice. Well, you found us. You know where we are, but try Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com for our many, many, many years of podcast of silliness just like this and things not like this, as well as all of our social links. So check that out. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, we have Cyberpunk Red. Tune back in for that. And I guess that's all for the night. So goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.